Hello everyone, welcome back to ZOR, Pilgrimage of the Slorfs. Last time we defeated the boss of the first biome and then for our first ever time succeeded in one of the encounters here in the Maddening Murk. But now we're on to the Ballooning Shrine. No idea what that is going to entail, but we'll find out together. Right, so we've got us, we've got some meat, we've got a berry bush. A pond is always welcome. Some more meat and us. Mending tendril. Enemy, 3 health, 1 action, swimming, piercing gaze, range 3. Start turn. Heal 1 to all enemies within 2 tiles. Muck, terrain, 2 enters to walk, piercing, ignore attack. Then a tendril. An aloe tree, a colossal skull with a horn on it, a bloated bug, 1 action, bites, damage causes poison, a clobbering tendril, 4 health, actions 2, swimming, clobber, knockback 2, attacks, knockback target 2 tiles, thorns, oh my god, there's so many of them, a crusty tendril, health, and a triobelisk. So that is 4 tendrils and this giant poisonous bug thing. This can only go well. Well, we have Maniacal Strike in hand, so that's a great start. This thing has 3 actions. That is too many to navigate comfortably. Like, we'd have to be much further away to be able to then lure it over in the same turn that we deal with it, which is not fun. So what are we going to do first? 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just going to risk 1 damage from this thing to get it dead. And here, 3 actions, smack 2. But it doesn't have extra range, so we need to get to this tile if we're going to have any real semblance of safety. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to discard a nut. That moves, that moves, that moves. That does 1 damage, we retaliate. Right, for 2 HP here, we can do that on easier going. We don't have to spend the extra to use Maniacal Strike. Now, if we open this up, it will leave a path over to them. Actions 2, swimming, clobber, 3 damage with knockback. Blunt, ignore, evade during attack. And I wish I had better attack cards. We really want to harvest the horn off of this thing if we get a chance. It's Hulga's turn. We're going to backtrack. We're probably backtracking here next turn. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really helpful. Alright. I'm just going to use my lazy card and then eat this food to replenish what I spent. And end. Right. From here, backtrack. Gets me to a lot of places. There's 3 actions. There's 1 action. I can't get this far over. And I'm unhappy about it. Basically, with this arrangement of mud, there is no seemingly good way to come over to this thing and hit it twice without it getting a lick in on us first. Which is a shame, basically. So let's walk one over. And here... I'm going to walk one over. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. They have to move, then attack us, but they can only attack us once. Prowl might be incredibly useful here. I think it will be. So we're going to prowl to there. Then here, this has 2 HP. For 2 HP, this has 6. For 2, we can backtrack. Hit them again. A mud snack becomes available to us. I'm gonna get the XP. Then we get a whole other turn. I'm going to maniacal strike this. Or am I going to disengage that? One action, disengage moves us back 2 tiles. Alright, let's disengage this. We're next to water again, but I think it's easiest to just discard the wild stone. That is going to fly away, and we're never going to see it again. Yeah, this is going to move towards me. I might as well get up to here, I think. Get a recipe for foot wraps. I'm going to walk one here and get the berries off that bush in a second. That food is gone. I want you to walk towards me. So, what am I going to do with the rest of my turn? Actually, I'm going to go from here to there. Then, greedy is more expensive. We're going to make those berries. Then, digging stick the horn. So we now have the beast horn, which is hopefully going to be real useful later. I want this to take one step towards the water because it does poison, but if we're stood next to the water, it won't be as big a deal. You are 1-2 tiles away from there. So we want to take an extra step closer. So let's go with lazy because we have loads of food available to us around here. And I'm starting to think I might be able to do this. Right, I need 2 actions. Oh, that's the wrong Slorf. From here, I'm going to take a 1 action and stand in this grass. And from here, we're going to hit them. Take a step back. Right, now, I was going to do 4 damage to the bloated bug. But we have a rare chance to hit this crusty tendril because we are in the concealing grass. So I'm going to shoot my shot right now, I think. And just do the 4 to that. Then here, we can backtrack Hit one. Hit again. Step away. That tendril is confused, which is incredible. Let's go with motivation. Hit once, hit twice. This guy has stepped over the water. That's fine. It has 2 HP left. We can take an explore. Hit it once. Step into food. The big bludgeony guy is scary, but not the worst thing in the history of the world, especially now we have Maniacal Strike back. 1 damage to deal with this guy. Consider them dealt with. 1 damage to deal with this guy. Consider them dealt with. Then it's just this thing remaining. If it hits us, the problem is it has knockback, so we have to move in towards it, not be hit, and then do our digging stick, which is the really tricky part. Basically, we need to be at the edge of the map to not get pushed back if we get hit. Obviously, I'd rather just not get hit at all. But right now, we're over here. We have no water right now, so we might have to do a water trip before coming back to... Oh, there's a pond here. Ignore me entirely. Alright, let's then go to this food. We have 5 right now. I'm going to go easier going. 1, 2, 3, and just fill up on food. This guy's now coming around to our neck of the woods, which is fine, basically. 1, 2, 3 movement to get around to that. I'm just gonna discard the mud snack. I think we'll be okay without it. This has 2 actions. 1, 2. This is going to come back to exactly here. I want to be there if I could, but I can't. If I move 1, I can then move 2 next time and it'll start coming back towards me, I think. Yeah, we can go easier going. And then here it's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. So I want to be here in a couple of turns' time. So we can actually do that with a walk first. They're now closer to us. One, 2, and an attack would be fine. Let's just discard the beast horn. Then we need to walk exactly 1 to here, so they're within range 2 of us to take all their actions. We keep drinking water. And we can now jump to here. Attack this with Maniacal Strike. Okay. Great. Let's digging stick this. Add a card to our hand / deck. Second wind. Give Slorf 2 actions. Recover 1 random exhausted card into the deck. Yeah, we get our sneak card back. Give Slorf 1 action +1 damage next turn. I'm going to take second wind. And then I want the XP. I probably want the aloe tree plant. That would certainly help. Up here, I'm just going to discard disengage because we're stood next to water. Backtrack here will be fine. We can destroy this, and that gives us access along the way. Let's go motivation, get that, come back to here. We can harvest this grass. I don't care about this tree. Oh no, wait, that's 3, not 2. Right, we'll stand here for a bit, get some water, if I can. We'll discard disengage. Excuse me. Then I will ditch a walk. We have digging stick coming up, just about. Is there anything discarded that I'd like back? Just prowl. Is not super helpful. Alright, we'll walk over to here. Get more water again. Discard a maniacal strike and refresh on the water. Yeah. We'll go greedy. We get a healing pod. We want to be stood next to one another when we use it, if possible. Let's explore to there. Motivation is great. Right. We can jump 1 to here. We can healing pod the 2 of us for 2 each. Then we can digging stick the grass. This is just an obstacle. We can disengage a 1-cost water card. Motivation gets us to there. If we get a harvest card back imminently, we might be able to get some more of these supplies. No, we're going to ditch the maniacal strike. We don't have enough water to harvest now. But if we get very lucky... No, we have no food as well. We're not going to get to that seed or that nut. Alright. We did what we could. I'm just grateful to be alive, honestly. Crafting. Nothing new here, really. Oh, target practice. +1 attack card range. Abso-frickin-lutely. Right, that is incredible. The rest of this stuff, not stuff I need. Food supply and forage packs. Also not really stuff I think I need. 8 XP to spend. We could upgrade 2 explores into more interesting cards. Let's swap some of this stuff out. I'll take the mud snack with me. The nut, I guess, is fine. Disengage, greedy. Right, let's do an explore. Easygoing, climb, foresight. Give Slorf 3 actions, draw 2 cards from deck. The problem is, once you have those 2 extra cards, you don't draw anything until you've discarded 2 of those cards. Climb, ignore action and height penalties. That might be good for the muddy swamp, actually. Alright, I'll take a climb. And this one. Hike, encourage, and climb. I'm taking a hike. Take a hike. Alright. Nothing left to craft. Our deck doesn't have an empty movement slot for a walking stick, even if I wanted one. Let's move on to fungal overgrowth. Sounds delightful. Right, immediately, problems here. 5 enemies. We've got the 2 crusty ones. We've got a regular tendril. A bite bug. Causes bleed for 3 turns. That's terrifying. And a tough bug. Otherwise, reasonably quiet around. Reasonably. Right. If we hit them for 4, they'll be down to 3. We will not have enough to kill them immediately. They get 2 actions, so they could move and then attack us, so that's unideal. I feel like our starting hand is massive right now. And then there's this regular tendril as well. We've got a berry tuber, a petroglyph, berry bush, grass, a cane plant. I've seen cards that require cane as a crafting material, so that is specifically different than sticks. I just don't know if attacking here is the reasonable thing to do. We are at full health somehow. Not sure how we manage that. Oh, we have +1 more fireworks. We have +1 range on our attacks. So if I stand here, and if we stand there, they move, they move, they move, they move, they move. Right. All the moving is done. Maniacal Strike can attack the stuff on the other side of here because we increased our range, which is incredible. So I think first I'm going to do this just so that there's fewer entities going around doing stuff. Then they can't hit us, they can't hit us. It's just the insects for a hot second. So let's discard the stuff we really don't need to hold on to. It's the bug that causes bleeding I'm most concerned with at the moment. 2 actions, 1, 2. 2 actions, 1 and attack. Alright, then over here there's nothing great for me to be doing. I don't want to be stood on the underflock nest. This is like a no man's land. So we could hike to here, we could jump to there. You're kind of alright as you are. 2, 3, attack would be 4. We get hit by this. Alright, let's walk to here, so that we're at the edge of the board. Then we want to step back slightly, except 1, 2, 3. It's a really difficult thing to do with these cards. Second Wind exhausts before we've played Prowl and we get Prowl back. We could jump or we could hike. I guess I'm going to jump for 1. Tentacles can't do much. Right. Hike goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Backtrack does the same. So we're going to backtrack to here and start refilling that water. I will end there. Yeah, this has 2 actions. It's going to move and hit us if we don't move away. But I also want to hit this guy, which is his own set of problems. We could disengage. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, interesting. They've peeled off in a different direction. I suppose that's fine. We get more water. There's Prowl. After we play Prowl, we can then play a second wind and get Prowl back again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No good. Alright, we're going to Prowl here. Then we get to play something here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's no good. Right, we will second wind to here. There's Prowl again, which is very interesting. We can motivation, go up, hit them. Then we can Prowl to stand here. Then we go again. Right, now I've gotten myself confused. So with 4 actions, we're going to hit once, hit twice, retreat. And then we get a whole turn here. We just need 1 damage worth of stuff up to hit them. So let's do... Lime. Ignore action and height penalties. So we ignore the height penalty of that. This still has 2 actions. So I'm going to grab that and then step back down. Then you can't hit me. You've made a very specific decision, which is fine, I guess. I can't kill you right now, which is slightly annoying. I can jump away in fear. Might be the better move, honestly. We jump to here. We can just kind of keep them guessing. You can backtrack from where you are. If we go 3, we can go... Oh, no, wait. Coming back into the sludge would be 2. I'm going to discard a nut. What I'm going to do. That was expected. They're burrowing away. Right, you have to move 2, so I'm going to walk 1 across. Make you move 2 in a second. Need my freaking maniacal strike back, man. Alright, let's go easier going. Here and there. You two are continuing to be a bit flummoxed. I can't disengage from you from here. I can backtrack for 4 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then for us here, we can motivate. 1 hit, 2, 3. You close in on us again. Hike is okay. I don't love it because we're running out of food fast. We do have a mud snack though, if we have to. So hit them, hit them. I don't want to stand here. Maniacal strike means that we can attack them from here. They're dead. makes a bunch of mud for us, which is also kind of handy, I think. We have a lot of water stuff. So I'm just going to play this just so that I have something to play. Maniacal Strike Back immediately is very interesting. Straight back in the last card drawn, first card drawn. Jump is exactly what I need to get over towards the water. Or some food. We have 3 water. If I stand here, I might be able to harvest that giant mushroom in a second, which would be incredible. Hike lets us move in for 1, attack for 1, attack for 2, and all the enemies are dead. I barely believe it. We have 3 water. So let's just check this. Harvest all tiles within 1 of the target. So I should harvest the giant mushroom behind it. I do. Plus 16 food is kind of incredible. Right, so now we just have a bunch of opportunity for harvesting and stuff. Our food situation is pretty good. So let's hop over here. We can... Do we want to go back for water? There's water there. Nobody has any water, and I definitely want this cane plant, so... Are we getting hop soon? No, we are getting climb. Alright then, I'm going to spend 2 to get this XP. There's climb. Let's go... this way. Without water, we're not harvesting anything, is the problem. But we're going to climb up here towards the water. We can go after this stick. Not great, but it's something. Let's discard the mud snack. We definitely don't need that right now. Motivation does get us to water. Then here we're just going to go around and collect as much non-water based stuff as we can. Recipe for a hiking staff. And we can get back to here. Get some water. And... I don't want to push myself back because I'll end up in the nest. I'm going to discard 1 water because we're getting 2 each turn, so that's kind of okay for right now. There's a stick over there. I can work over to that. Get some more water again. Discard the cheapest card we have. Then I'm just going to walk for 1. Take it slow. Right, I need to get to there as fast as possible, basically. One walk there. They're running out of options real fast. Motivation will be great for them next turn. This is... the next tile in line is also harvested, so we do actually have to be next to it. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we can go easier going to here. We can play motivation and just kind of do anything, really. Then we are going to harvest that, get a cane. Give Slorf 4 water. Interesting. Discarding it right now. If I could get to that tuber, I will also harvest it. here. We have 1 food left. We can discard a walk. And with greedy, we have 3 water left. We get the tuber. And it is time to make camp once again. Alright, we're doing it. To camp. Crafting. Claw sharpeners. +1 base damage. Add attack card. Add swipe. Abso-frickin-lutely. 2 XP. Totally worth it. Cards. Harpoon, digging stick, grass decoy, walking stick. So battle staff used to be you would have to make a walking stick and then use the walking stick as the ingredient for the battle staff. But now it's a cane, but we don't have a spare beast horn at the moment. But if we go to our deck now, we have this additional swipe. We can upgrade it for 3. And please give me a ranged attack of any kind. Big strike, attack for 2. Punch, attack adjacent target for 2 damage and knock back 1 tile. Mark, attack target in range 3 for 1 damage. If target is an enemy, buff +1 to damage combat damage received. Mark is okay for bosses. We are ages away from a boss. Big strike with our sharpened nails and the other stuff we have going on, I think is just too good not to take as a basic attack for ourselves. Alright, so we want to change anything out. I'm going to keep all of this stuff. We have 2 tubers now. We need a tuber for a gurgling stew once we've got some leaves. The only tuber thing we need, so we could consume the other tuber. Mud snack, nut. Alright, I'll swap a nut for a tuber. Because we might be able to make a nut flinger later, which would be nice. Don't have the recipe for it yet, but maybe someday. Alright, so join me next time when we will be going to the skittering pools. I'm sorry we're not making super fast progress, but these encounters are a little bit trickier than I'm used to. For now though, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.